What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on Electric Talks. Hopefully you guys are having a good day whenever you guys are seeing this video. So I've gotten a lot of requests from you guys to do a full day in my life that doesn't consist of me doing crazy bike rides and runs and all of that. So basically what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video is I'm going to be showing you guys a full day in the life of my life. If that makes any sense. This is a rest and recovery day. So you guys are gonna see what I do and pretty much everything that goes on in my life. So if you guys like videos like this, be sure to let me know down below. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button because you guys can see more of my not so beautiful face more often. Now it's time to get into the video. Alrighty, you guys, so I mentioned this in my last vlog on this channel. I got a lot of people asking about my thoughts on it and what I've been really thinking on my new watch that I got, which is the Garmin Fenix 6. If you guys don't know, I switched from the Apple Watch Series 5 to the Garmin Fenix 6, and instead of me going through like a huge detailed review and doing all of that, I actually posted my thoughts on my personal Instagram, which I'm gonna link down below in the description. If you guys don't know, I post a lot of my rides. Pretty much all of my activity I post on that Instagram instead of like my main one. So if you guys haven't followed that one yet, check it out. I'm gonna link that down below in the description. So before I really get into, well, actually I start my days off pretty much all the same. I get up and I jump right into work. So I'm going to start work and then I'm gonna head out on my afternoon walk. Yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. Alrighty, you guys, so I'm out on my walk right now, which is, it's a pretty crucial part of my rest and recovery days for a few reasons. If you guys recall, in my last vlog on this channel, I ended the vlog with a very intense workout. I did my intensity day where I rode for 3 hours at 200 watts, and I did a 15-mile run after that and ran at the fastest pace that I have ran at in a long time. So long story short, is a very intense day, and I schedule my rest and recovery days after my intensity days. And I do that mainly because I like to really push myself on that last day and then have a really nice relaxing day after that, just to kind of give my body rest. And when I say rest and recovery, I really mean active rest and active recovery day, because it's really important. Like, you guys can see a lot of things out there, people do a lot of things, but I always believe in actually, you know, keeping your body active. It's very important though to realize that I'm still moving around, but I'm moving at a very slow pace right now, because the whole point of this really isn't to burn calories. So what I mean by that is, so like you can see right there that my heart rate is right around 77 beats per minute, and I don't let it really get any faster than that. I really like just putting on a podcast or two and just going out, being out in nature, and I find it very therapeutic to go out and walk. You know, guys, like, I talk a lot on this channel about, you know, you see me running, you see me doing all these things, but it's really important to know that, like, even if you guys don't do any of those things, I strongly believe that everyone should walk. Everyone should go out at least 2 to 3 times a week and just move their body. You know, rest days, active rest days, recovery day, whatever it is, it doesn't mean that you just have to sit at home and physically do nothing, because I feel that there's a really strong mental benefit as well as a physical benefit to having active rest and recovery days. So that's why I like to go out on walks. And I really learned last month in December. You know, I did 2,600 miles on the bike. I learned how crucial days like this are. Last month I didn't take a single rest day, that's something I haven't done in years. Now I really look forward to having rest days. So I'll probably listen to a podcast or two, and I'm gonna head back home. I gotta work on my bike. Also gotta go to the grocery store and work some more tonight, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. So what I wanted to show you guys right now is basically what I'm doing supplement wise, because obviously with doing food challenges and like exercise is a very crucial part to being able to stay healthy when you do what I do, but also making sure that your diet and supplementation is on point when, you know, you're taking in a lot of not so micronutrient dense foods. I have some things right now that I'm just gonna show you guys that I take. It is not Hershey syrup. I don't know why that's there. I don't even do any protein powder. I already get way more than enough protein through my daily diet, so I don't take in any protein powder, and I get asked that quite a lot. At the beginning of every single week, usually on days like today where it's a rest day, I get everything lined up for the week, so I have all of my vitamins in this container, and I take them every night or whenever my first meal is. So I already have it planned out right here. First thing I'm actually just starting to take is a calcium supplement. So this is 750 milligrams. So one of those bad boys. Something I highly recommend you guys take right now, especially with what's going on in the world, is vitamin D. I take between 5,000 IUs and 10,000 IUs. Essentially, it's going to really help boost your immune system. Another thing you guys really should look into taking is zinc. Vitamin D and zinc are fantastic for immune support, so I take both of those right now. Next, I take CoQ10. I also take selenium. So this is pretty much to help support digestion. I really like that after my food challenges. That really helps out a lot. Like that, and this is their actual probiotic, I should say. This is the P3. That's something I really have to stay on top of, is my digestion. I've learned so much about my digestion and just really digestion in general over the past few years. So if you guys want, actually I really don't want to do a video strictly on that. So I take 65 milligrams of iron. I take ZMA before I go to sleep. That's my before bed. I take 2 capsules instead of 3 because ZMA can give you some pretty crazy dreams. Oh, and I also forgot, very important, everybody, your fish oils. That's pretty much what I take, everyone. I wouldn't say it's very like super simple or anything like that, but it is what it is. I honestly, I have to stay on top of this type of stuff to do what I do. So that's why I take what I take. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, be sure to let me know down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now that that's out of the way, before I dive into a little bit of work for tonight, I'm going to show you guys my recovery protocol. Okay, so if you guys watched the last vlog, you guys know that I kind of turned my office into more of like a home gym, even though it's not really like that much of a gym. One thing I've been doing a lot more of lately is just doing more stretching. I mean, there's a lot of debate out there in the world, especially in the world of athletics, whether or not stretching actually does much. I've found that stretching actually, it does help me. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I don't stretch every day like I used to. I used to be very like, almost like I had to stretch after every single run, after every single bike ride. I found that it definitely does help me. You guys comment down below if you're an athlete out there, and if you found that stretching helps you, or if it hasn't helped you. I found that it doesn't really need to be for like a super long time. I mean, there's people out there, I think David Goggins stretches for like 2 hours every night, and I'm not gonna stretch for 2 hours. I also do some foam rolling. I like to massage other parts of my body. Yesterday, after that long run, my quads take a huge beating after, you know, being on the bike for 3 hours and then running for 2 hours. So I definitely like to just do like a kind of just massage different parts of my body for a few minutes. If I'm really just destroyed after a run or a ride, I'll do some sort of ice. I did a lot of icing of my quads during the month of December, and it really helped me. That's kind of like my recovery technique, other than just changing up my programming and not going as hard. If you're a natural athlete and you're just trying to get better at your sport, whatever it is, there's really not a lot you can do other than supplementation, having a really good diet, getting enough sleep, and doing your mobility work. So that's pretty much what I do. Now I'm going to do some work for the night, and that's dinner time. Alrighty guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I have my groceries right here. This is a pretty standard grocery haul for me. I would say like 85% of this is my stuff. So a very big staple for me are rice cakes. So these are the Kroger low sodium rice cakes. I don't get low sodium for any particular reason. It's just the way that they do their regular rice cakes. But yeah, these are super cheap. Yeah, I mean, they're just easy carbs. I usually eat these with yogurt. This is my current yogurt that I like right now. I usually get this or the vanilla flavor. So yeah, that's that. and these are just straight russet potatoes. Now, everyone, I would say my carb sources are usually potatoes or rice. It really just depends on what I'm feeling for the day. But after my sessions, whether it's a run or a bike ride or a combination of both, like, you really don't have to overthink it. Like, your carbs can be potatoes, or they can be rice, or they can be cereal. Really just depends on whatever you like. I mean, last night, for example, I had rice and also had some chocolate chip waffles. A lot of people get hung up on good carbs and bad carbs. There's no such thing as good carbs or bad carbs. There's carb sources that are better than other carb sources because they have more micronutrients in them. That's just it. The whole thing that people get wrapped up on is finding good or bad foods, and there's really not, in my eyes, there's no such thing as good or bad foods. What you really have to look at is your diet as a whole. Just had to point that out. So potatoes, I love. Rice, also love. I'm making some rice after this. I've actually been eating more spinach lately. Standard black coffee, I have that every single morning. Wonton strips are delicious. They go on top of my salads. Some sugar-free syrup. Christy likes, I don't drink my coffee with cream, but Christy likes the Coffee Mate sugar-free. More nuts. Dark chocolate right here. These Good Thins are delicious. I have these usually every single night. Crush a box of those. Last but not least, I got some tomatoes and cilantro because I'm going to be making my pico de gallo tonight, and just also doing some light prep work for the week. I'm gonna make some brown rice and make my pico de gallo. My pico de gallo, I usually make it in a big bowl so that I have it throughout the week. I can add it to my salads, I can put it on top of rice, I can just pretty much do whatever I want with it, because my pico de gallo, and it adds a lot of flavor to my dishes. So I'm gonna be making that. Guys, so this is my my salad right here. So we have pico de gallo, some Bold House dressing on there, some chicken, spinach, I got some brown rice right here, and also there's some tortilla strips on top, just like that. And you are golden. Yeah, I usually have like 2 salads, so I'm gonna eat that, and we're gonna watch Are we watching Godfather 3? All right, you guys, so here's the thing. There's only one person out there in the world that loves potatoes more than I do, and his name is Brian Turner. Shout out to you, Brian, if you're watching, but Brian is a potato king. I got a little recipe from him, or a little tip, I should say, a while ago on potatoes. First, you simply take an air fryer, like so. Next, you purchase a potatoer like this. It's really, really simple, guys. All you gotta do is snack on pistachios while you make potatoes. Just cut it like so. What we're going for here is fries. Fun fact about my friend Brian is he's like the only guy I've ever seen consume like 7 whole potatoes in one sitting. So cut your potatoes just like so, and then all you gotta do after that is the following. Spritz it with some extra virgin olive oil, like so. A dab of black pepper, maybe a little bit more than a dab. And some coarse sea salt. I like coarse sea salt because it adds more of a crunch to your potatoes whenever you air fry them, or if you, yeah, mainly when you air fry them. So I put that on top. And then paprika. You can add paprika or cayenne, but I like a little touch of paprika, just like so. And then you air fry this at 390 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. You guys know what's awesome? Life. I'm just gonna say right now that the So Delicious salted caramel is probably one of my favorite ice creams right now out there. mainly because it's very, very airy. A lot of other ice creams we won't name are very, I don't know. I just really, really like the texture of this ice cream. You guys gotta comment down below what your favorite current ice cream is. Now, a lot of the dairy-free ice creams out there, I don't know, they just don't really do it for me. But So Delicious is actually so delicious. Alright everybody, so I quickly wanted to just go over some things for you all, because this is kind of like a little day in the life that I pretty much just kind of threw this together because I get asked this question a lot, because a lot of people see what I do both on my main channel, on this channel, and people seem to think that I don't ever have like easy days or days where I don't not bike 8,000 miles and run marathons and stuff like that. I just really wanted to make this video to break up the flow of all of that. And I wanted to basically just give you all a glimpse into what a day looks like for me that's not a day where I'm doing a food challenge or I'm not doing a bunch of activity or anything like that. I covered this a little bit when I was out on my walk, but I really want people to understand that, like, you know, when it comes down to a rest day or a recovery day or a day off, whatever that is, I mean, you can really get into semantics here, but the whole point of all this is to give yourself recovery time, because as I said, it's extremely important, very, very important. And I really hope all of you understand that can look like anything to anybody. You know, a lot of people, like I said earlier in this video, just do nothing. They sit on the couch all day. And that if that's what works for you, then by all means do that. What works for me and what I do may be entirely different and may look completely different than what you do and what works for you. This is just what works for me. This is what I love doing. And I'm not saying that you should have days like this and you should schedule your days exactly the way I do mine. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of questions about other things in this video as well, mainly my diet, pretty much, because it's kind of like, it's kind of all over the place. Honestly, everyone, I don't change a whole lot when it comes down to my food for my active recovery days, rest days, whatever you want to call it. I simply just eat a bit less. Another add-on to that is it really also matters when I've done food challenges, because obviously if I did a food challenge right before the day that I filmed something like this, my appetite's gonna be pretty much non-existent compared to if I did a food challenge, just say 5 days before I filmed something like this. I'm gonna have way higher of an appetite. I try not to overcomplicate anything. Going back to the whole point of the day, it's to give yourself a break, really keep that heart rate lower, and stretch, do your recovery work, mobility work, whatever it is, to get yourself ready for the next week, which for me is going to look pretty intense with my activity and with a lot of other stuff as well. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got a lot of videos coming for you guys, and then in the weeks to come, in the months to come, I'm really excited for this channel. But I really hope you guys are liking this channel. I read all the comments on this channel. I try to respond to as many comments as possible, really, because I know you guys that come into this channel really care and really want to know more and really just support me. So I really appreciate that, you guys. And I'm looking forward to bringing more videos to you guys. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, don't forget to give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next Electric Talks video.